Hearty welcome to Fairy Tech channel. In continuation to writing research aspects like proposal paper, here we are going to look into very main aspect of writing an abstract, either it may be in research paper or thesis. In this one, we are focusing on do's and don'ts of the work. While we're going through them, we will see the same concepts that has been discussed earlier, but we will define them in do's and don'ts. Very first one, do's in the background. While you're writing the background of 2 lines in an abstract, keep it in a very brief manner, very brief in simple lines. Next, we have to discuss about present day scenario, means like contemporary issues with respect to the research topic or research article we are writing, or status of the present work happening around the world. And more importance is need and importance of the study. You should write about objectives, motive behind the study, that is research work. These things should be available in the very first lines of an abstract. Next, in the same way, while writing these things, what are the don'ts we have to take into consideration? Do not exaggerate the points more than they should be. And we have to stick our points to be very simple in nature rather than making them very bigger. Right? Writing the ears and all those things should be avoided. Next, second point, there is methodology. The do's in the methodology are very first one. While you are discussing about methods, what you have used, they must have to be discussed in an overview nature. No need to give more about them. And also, they should be clear and crystal about what are the methods that are already available and what are the methods that we are going to do or we have done in this work. While coming to don'ts in the methodology section of an abstract, we should not more anxious to provide all the list of the methods. No need. Just simple. What is the existing? What is the proposed? That is more than sufficient in an abstract. And be careful that do not refer to any method or any algorithm or any technique which has been not at all explained in any part of the paper. If it is there, that abstract is going to be very poor. And coming to the third point, there is results or experimental findings or investigations. The do's in this thing are we should analyze these things in an experimental point of view, but they must be very brief. And at the same time, the most preferred thing here while explaining about the results or experimental findings is the statistical analysis. Means like, for example, we can talk like efficacy, we can talk like accuracy, we can talk like so many parameters. Means which it can add more value to our abstract when you write this concept. When you move to don'ts of the results and experimental findings, never ever try to write down the equations unless there are some exceptions for the already established equations. Like we can call upon the equations which have been already proposed by famous physicists in the history. And also don't try to write acronyms or symbols, that is abbreviations or symbols, any place in the abstract. Try to avoid them. However, few of the abbreviations used to come across in our abstracts, but better to write the full form and then in the brackets mention the abbreviation, that is the acronym of that particular topic. After moving from this do's and don'ts of three concepts, like the very first one, we call upon background, that is context. Next, we go for methodology. Next, we move for the third one, results and experiment findings. These three must be like 2 or 3 lines each. When we have three lines of the very first concept of background, next 4 to 5 lines of methodology, and 3 to 4 lines of results or experiment findings, the abstract is going to be looking very good. But other than these three concepts, there are we have to keep it in mind that the abstract must be written after the completion of the entire paper only. This is the very first thing you have to keep it in mind. And other than these three rules, we are having some general conditions or general rules, like length of the abstract. The length of the abstract differs from university, that is institute to the institute, like organization to organization, and also from journal. It may be some different number of words they may require. And when it comes to one conference, they might require some around 450 words or 150 words, like that. Depending upon that, try to see that all the three concepts are falling under a good picture. Similarly, next point is the format. Keep it in mind that the format that has been given by a conference or journal or the university while preparing a paper or thesis must be strictly followed. And the last but not the least is the keywords. And most of the times we create a paper without having any keywords. If you have keywords, it will reflect what is the importance of our work, and what we are going to see in the papers are reflected back by the help of keywords. These are the simple points you have to keep it in mind. There is do's and don'ts in your abstract, and your abstract will be very good in structure. Thank you for listening to our video. Hope you like this one. Please subscribe, share, watch, like, and comment, and provide some suggestions to give you more valuable videos in near future. Thank you.